table, a former president of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria, is also a solicitor and barrister by education, but by qualification, it's also one of the oldest dealing members of the stock exchange. Well, there have been a number of comments over the past few hours how or whether the actions of Aroma Ote looks like a template taken from Lamido Sanusi, the man who took down 5 bank executives and others on the 14th of August 2009, where we're just about a few days to the same 14th of August. But unless we want to be accused of a revisionist, but let's see that what happened yesterday had nothing to do like what Lamido did. So let's deconstruct this and put them together once again for you. This was what Lamido did before the 14th of August 2009, with just 365 days from there. The central bank conducted what you call a full audit, if you want to use the parlance of regulators, what they call stress test of banks, before Lamido decided on the 14th of August to sack Erastus Akingola, Cecilia Ibro, and other 5 executives of 5 commercial banks. And Lamido also said in a statement read to the media on the 14th of August last year that the central bank reviewed all the reports of the examiners, that is the central bank examiners, as well as the directors and deputy governors of the central bank. So the central bank on the 14th of August last year presented facts and figures and not unverified allegations against those bank executives. But what did Securities and Exchange Commission do yesterday? This is what Ote did in the last few hours. She acted, according to her words, on Dangote's unverified and uninvestigated allegations. And the SEC also sacked Undi Okereke and Aliko Dangote without full examinations of the allegations brought forward by Aliko Dangote, not just against the Securities and Exchange or Stock Exchange Director General, but also against the NSE itself. So yesterday, what we listened to for almost an hour and a half were just mere allegations. There were no facts and there were no figures from the SEC. That was where they were. So we're going to listen to what OTES, or Securities and Exchange Commission's explanations for those interventions of yesterday has been. You heard it's a jungle justice, and the jury is out there right now. It is the SEC that is on trial. We'll come back after the break. We'll go back and listen to Aroma Ote's explanations yesterday. In her own words, there is no confirmation of any allegations that has been proven. Guilty as not yet charged. We'll come back to you after the break. The Securities and Exchange Commission yesterday confirmed that it has not been able to confirm any allegations of wrongdoing against Undi Okereke as well as Aliko Dangote. But the SEC under Aroma Ote went ahead to remove 2 of them from office. So it's been called jungle justice or regulatory gangsterism. The jury is out there, and it will take days and weeks ahead to unbundle everything that's been bundled together over the past few hours. But the SEC says there's a need to protect the integrity of the marketplace and investors' protection. That's what the law says. But why will the SEC itself act with lawlessness? Let's listen to what Aroma Ote explains yesterday. She's the woman at the heat of it all. Yesterday, we spent a lot of time waiting for this media briefing. It is the first of such in history, as you may have heard, where a Securities and Exchange Commission takes over the running of a stock exchange from the very top. Let's listen to Ote. It's about 15 minutes. Please listen very carefully.
That is why we're here today. And then have colleagues on the table share with you thoughts about the market from different perspectives. And then we'll have an opportunity to answer some of the questions that you may have. I do want to say up front that given the recent developments with our capital market, but particularly with the Nigerian Stock Exchange, I want to assure you that we all remain available to continue to give briefings on developments in the market. But I speak on behalf of all the people represented here to say that it's business as usual, and that the markets are going on. The markets, as many of you have reported in the past, are truly the driver of our economy. Some people have described it as the engine of our economy. And that hasn't changed, and it is business as usual. Indeed, I'm looking forward to Mr. Yaro telling us how the markets did today, but I understand that the markets went up more significantly today than yesterday, when you put it in the context of what happened on Monday and Tuesday, where we've had declines in the market. Let me focus more specifically on the SEC and why we've taken the actions that we've taken. Like all of you, the Commission has closely followed the developments in the Nigerian Stock Exchange, particularly with respect to the ongoing litigation, the implementation of the succession plan, and allegations about financial impropriety and corporate governance lapses at the exchange. We carefully deliberated on the implications and ramifications of a direct intervention in the exchange. We decided on the basis of the Investment and Securities Act and the role that has been given to us, that it was in the best interest of the market to take immediate and decisive actions towards resolving these concerns. First, the council member elected as president of the exchange and the elected council members are in violation of a court order, and pending the outcome of the ongoing litigation, the Commission has directed them to cease acting as members of the council. Given the critical period of transition that the exchange is currently facing, the SEC has determined that it would be prudent to leave the council without a designated leader. Under the powers vested of the Commission by the Investment and Securities Act, we have appointed Mr. Balama Manu as the interim head of the council to steer the council and the exchange through this critical period. On account of the pending litigation regarding the status of individuals and this crucial period of change at the helm of the exchange, the SEC will brief you on the modalities with respect to this going forward, and we do hope that we'll have an opportunity to introduce Mr. Balama Manu in person. Many of you may already know him quite well. Mr. Manu brings incredible area of experience and qualifications to this challenging assignment. He holds a first-class degree in accounting and a master's from the London School of Economics and Finance. He's held various prestigious positions. He was very well known as the executive chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service. He's also held prestigious positions at the Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation, and was also at some point the executive director of operations up-country for one of the major banks. This morning, the former Director General of the Exchange, Professor Ndi Okereke, was notified that she has been removed from this position. Under the powers vested in the Commission by the Investment and Securities Act, the Commission appointed an interim administrator.